right, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to season 2. We're excited to have you tuning into Shit Your Mama Should Have Taught You and More. I am your host this week, Alex. With us, usual suspects is the beautiful Remel, little Mama Simone. How we doing today, ladies?
We're doing great.
Cool, man. You know, I gotta say, I'm really excited about today's subject. What's even better, we have an amazing guest. Pastor, how you doing today, my friend?
I am well. How are you doing today, Alex?
Awesome. First, you know, I would give a little intro, but I feel like I would do a little injustice. So can you just give us a little bit about yourself and, you know, tell us who you are?
Okay. I'm Dr. Micah O Dexter II. I am a pastor in the great city of Syracuse, New York. I have been preaching now for about 34 years and pastoring for about 24. And my background is psychology and law. And I am just a realist when it comes down to conversation. I don't shy away from hard topics. I'm a civil rights activist, so you have to be able to deal with hard topics with that. And so I am definitely an educator, and I love to, if I should say, educate people when it comes down to culture, identity from the past to the present, because I feel like a lot of people don't understand or accept where they come from and where they are now. So in saying that and the realistic aspect of it, I'm just ready to have some fun today and have a wonderful discussion.
So like one of the subjects we've been talking about, and we pushed it to the beginning of this season, is the use of the N-word within the Black household. And why take a word that is such a derogatory history and make it your own? You know what? Before we even go any further, we're going to use the word, so we're just going to get it out. We're going to, you know, I find it more disrespectful for you and I to have a conversation regarding a word and me say the N-word, the N-word, the N-word. So let's just say the word what it is, because we're adults. We're having an adult conversation. Why is the word nigga used in the community that word was meant to be used to be derogatory, to talk down to belittle somebody?
My understanding from my youthful teenage children and is that the word nigger means one thing, the N-I-G-G, and then the nigga means something else.
Preach! I keep trying to tell Alex.
Oh, I understand this.
So the N-I-G-G aspect of it is to demean, put someone in check, to pull gravity. The nigga, and I think that has to do with people being able to spell, but that's me. It's more of a comrade, a friend,
right.
Loose terms. But because of the way society utilizes the vernacular of speech, nigger and nigga still relates to the same thing when it comes to me and my era of youth. In our household, we were not allowed to use the word nigger. Although my grandmother, who was half Native American and Irish and Negro, had a dislike for white people. So
Definitely.
she looked like she was white to me. I mean, I didn't understand, but anyhow, that's a different story for a different time. But she used the word nigger to white people, and she used it to some Black people or people of color. I don't want to use the word Black, but people of color, when she was like not necessarily upset, but you've done something to interject. So in the culture of the household of people of color, when the word nigger is used, it's to pull gravity to you, not so much to completely demean you, but to let you know that we're gonna take it to another level. Okay? So when we go back further, it's the Negro who made it easy. It's the Negro that translated to colored. All right. Then we come along with the Black Panther Party and with James Brown. James Brown said, "I'm black and I'm proud."
Black
So
and proud.
no longer were we
Say it
Negroes, then we were, and say it loud. No longer were we Negroes, then no longer were we colored, but now we want to take ownership of being black. And people of color, black people, used to get upset when you called them black. I think it's how you act. And so I remember hearing my grandmother say at one point in time that I was coming in from a football practice and my white friend was in the back of the car and she had her car painted and we were in the South. And the guy came out and the car wasn't the color that she actually thought it was going to be. And she called the guy a nigger. And I'm looking at the guy and the guy clearly isn't black. He's not dark, he's not brown, he's not yellow. He is like 100% dipped in milk. And so I'm like, Ma, and she slapped me and blood came out of my mouth. And she said, "Nigga, shut up." And I'm in the nigga team now.
Oh.
And so I'm sitting there and my buddy is in the back of the car and I'm embarrassed. And so after she finished giving this gentleman a tongue lecture, she said to me in front of my friend, she said he was acting like a nigga.